Wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, welcome back to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com. Taped live in front of a beer drinking audience here at Casey's Place at the Corner. We got Cheeks, Damarama, Mike, and Jimmy talking about sports on a weekly basis. We are having a good time. As usual, just so you guys know, Sixers will make the playoffs. They are faltering a little bit, so look for them to be out in the first round.
Do you think they're tired?
I think, yeah.
They're banged up.
They're banged up, and it's a young team, and I don't know if they're used to playing at that high of a level because they're losing some games to some teams that they should beat. And you know, now the Knicks are hot. All of a sudden, they're starting to gel. They fell out, and now the Knicks passed them for the 6th spot. So I don't know. I look for them.
They miss Lou Williams,
but they can beat the Heat. I think they can beat the Heat a couple games, but
Heat's pretty good.
But they're
now,
starting to rise. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
see some of these teams like you always talk about them in the middle of the season. It's like, oh, the season's 80 games long. You know what the hell are you gonna do? You know that stuff. But you know, it was a good run. Doug Collins should get close to getting Coach of the Year, I think.
Definitely.
They do have a good foundation, man.
Yeah.
And if they could
Thaddeus
just somehow
Young
get rid of
might get 6 man a year. Elton Brand and Iguodala are up after next year. So
yeah, I mean, you got
Doug Collins loves Iguodala. Please don't sign him to a max contract.
God,
please.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna have problems labor negotiations after the season anyway. So I don't know
they're gonna have a
all these leagues want no cap, and I think the cap saves the league. You dumb guys, you make your investments wisely. Put your money in the bank instead of spending on 4 Ferraris.
Or it's going to be like baseball where the Kansas City Royals payroll is as much as A-Rod.
Right.
How about no cap and
Kansas
no
City Royals
guarantee
are going to be
contract
back next year, though. Watch out.
Yeah. I think that's
what's that? Cap and no guarantee contracts. Everyone should run like the Eagle, like the football NFL. Like they're.
Oh, we mean not running at all.
Well, obviously to this point.
Strike.
Yeah.
But they all strike. Though.
All right.
That's killing
me. We missed a whole season of hockey, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, nobody really missed that.
Oh, come
on. Take that.
Yeah, take that.
All right, we'll talk a little NFL labor negotiations. They've ordered them back to the table.
Yeah, how'd you like that? The judge said you have to talk.
At least she didn't say, because everyone was saying she was going to lean towards the player side, and not that. But she said no, get back to the table at least. But they should. They got to talk, or if you're going to sit there and put your fingers up your butt.
Initially, she said you guys need to talk it out. And then they didn't do anything.
Right.
And then she's like, you have to talk it
right.
out.
Now they're arguing where they have to talk, either Minnesota or Washington. Who gives a crap?
All right, just talk.
Talk in Pittsburgh or something at the place they make the big sandwiches.
You're
talking lawyers.
cases.
What?
The only ones making money are lawyers.
Right.
Tons and tons of money off of this.
Right.
Well, and we haven't been on the show for a while. How about a lot of the players like AP and Leonard Weaver saying that the owners treat them like slaves?
Yeah.
They're stupid comments.
Yeah.
What?
You get 60% of the revenue generated in the NFL.
What?
On $1 billion or $9 billion industry. Shut up.
Oh, I couldn't believe that.
Well, Derek Mason called Goodell something today. He called him a joke, and you know.
It's outrageous.
You
David
remember
Akers has no medical insurance, and he's bitching about that.
Well, it's your fault. You've been in the league for how many years? All of a sudden, you don't have medical insurance.
I thought they
or
had
money to pay.
5
Not my
years.
fault. I'm not crying. I don't have health insurance. I have to go out and find it myself.
He would have health insurance if they weren't striking.
Right.
So.
But you knew it was coming. They all knew it was coming, and the guys told them, save your money, and they're not saving money.
I heard Akers lost a lot of money because of the stock market.
Yeah, well, we all did. My mutual funds are done.
I did. Well, actually, I
cashed out.
I invested most of mine in
Ponzi?
beer and hookers, and it didn't it didn't turn out to be a bad investment. You guys all lost money. So did I.
But I got something for it.
Yeah.
I got fucked up and a blowjob.
Yeah. Turns out beer and hookers weren't that bad of an investment, huh?
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a national championship basketball game last week. It was horrible. I don't know if anyone saw it.
Exciting.
Horrible. Butler, if you want to be a mid-major and you want to be in the big time, shoot more than 16 or 18% for the game.
Wasn't the game 22-19 at the half?
Yeah.
22-19 and a half. Both teams combined 26% shooting.
And that was
that's not just Butler.
UConn.
They were terrible. I mean, it was just the worst game.
Oh my God! It was like brutal to watch. And Butler kept passing on number 44, the big white guy in the middle, and he kept shooting. I'm like, oh my God!
Howard couldn't make him out.
Please stop. He was trying left-handed hooks, right-handed hooks,
Horrible.
Oh, it was
I text my buddy.
horrible.
I was like, "Do you ever see a game this bad?" He's like, "Yeah, I seen Quakertown Middle School play before."
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "You know what? He's exactly right too, because that's what it looked
Right.
like."
It was just
all
was
the
that
build-up,
bad.
all the hype for that.
yeah.
Ooh, man.
It will go down in history as the worst ever.
Oh, it
Oh, there's
has
no
to.
The
doubt.
thing about college basketball is you never have the dynasties anymore because all the kids
Leave.
right to
Well,
the
you got
NBA.
one
Wow,
shot.
that's-
Like-
It's like Ohio State. They're, Soldiers out. All those
Like-
guys are out.
Everyone already is saying like next year UNC is going to be incredible if that
If the guys stay.
if Barnes stays. If Barnes stays, they can't be beaten. That's what everyone's saying.
Right.
It's like
Well-
how do you already know that? Like that's how the guy from Arizona, what was his name? How much of a difference does that guy make? I mean, it's
Right.
just incredible what one guy can do in that league. Kemba Walker, he carried that team from their
By himself.
oh my god,
All the way through.
All the way
From the
until
Big
the
East
end.
tournament all the way in.
until they had that one other guy popping jump shots because they were all covering Walker. Like,
Right.
Butler couldn't stop both of them. I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
That's why these mid-majors are coming in there and doing well.
Well, because they can
have
get one or
seniors.
two.
Yeah.
They have seniors.
playing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the seniors stay.
More
like
of
when
a team
Syracuse,
event.
Syracuse had Melo, and they also had that white boy that could hit threes like God when it was.
McNamara.
Yeah. Now that's how you win championships. You need one guy like that and a stud like Melo, and you win. Beginning of the year, you're like, oh well, they're gonna win. Like if Kyrie stays in Duke, can you
Right.
imagine that? And they have another one of those twins coming.
Right, and the Rivers kid's going too.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers kid's going. So there's a bloodline there and stuff.
Yep.
All right. Well, why don't we just we will just hit the beefs right now.
Hit 'em.
Hit them.
Hit
Start
the
with you,
beat.
Dom. I know you had one.
Yeah, well, my beef is the Hamels booing. Give the guy a break. It's game 4. If Cliff Lee pitched that bad game, I don't think they would have booed.
Right. I think it's
just
just
think
a Hamels thing.
This town just has this Hamels hatred, and I
Right.
can't figure out why. I mean, he was the World Series MVP,
Yeah. Get over it. It
Get
was one bad
over-
game.
right.
We're already 3-0.
and he was a stud at the end of last year.
Right. And he had a good year last
Right.
year. I mean, like his ERA was like right at 3.
And give the guy credit. He doesn't even bitch about it.
No. He took it.
No, he was the man about it. I just get over the Hamels hatred. Start appreciating the guy.
Yeah. Because we're gonna win the World Series.
I agree.
You're up, Patrick. We're in a tennis tonight.
Beast is the NFL. Please get it done so you guys can start with the trade rumors. There's nothing leading up to the draft. It's just
And
killing
Eagles
me.
are gonna get screwed because they got Kevin
They
Cobb.
are so.
They have two
good.
teams that offered first-round picks. Take
Vikings number 12. I
We
think
can't
they
do
have.
it
it.
yet.
Was that the
though.
high one?
Yeah, the Vikings
Well, they said
number
one was
12.
way in the back with the second-round pick.
Crazy.
I heard Arizona was
Yeah.
thinking about picking him up.
But dude, have you know how this
There's
is the way,
all
like,
this talk.
you're getting built up for the draft and like this is
Yeah,
an
but-
exciting time and now there's nothing.
Right.
Nothing, and it's just killing me.
Yeah, because they can't.
Definite letdown.
I love football, man, and it sucks not having it.
Because they can't trade players, right?
Yeah, there's
Nah.
no trading.
They were
That's
hoping that the ruling though would have like
Opened up
stopped
for
that,
trade.
right? But she pushed it off.
Yeah.
She was like, work it out.
It sucks too, man. We are gonna get screwed with Cop. We really are, man. If you can't trade up into the draft, we're gonna get screwed.
Right,
on
they
Cobb.
still-
Yeah, because
they
you
don't-
got this. He's going to sit on that team for another year.
Well, I mean, that's
they might be
it
able
could
to
be a
trade him
blessing
and
in
get
disguise.
something next year. You know,
Right.
That's a talk.
It's also with the way Vic plays. It's nice having Cobb back there too. so,
Sure.
you know what I mean? But I mean, it'd be nice getting a number 12 pick and shoring up those corners and get a safety or
Right.
get a lineman. I mean, Christ, we have so many things we could fill. It just a number 12 pick would be solid.
Part of the problem is that this year's
It would
draft
be
doesn't
huge
have a
for
lot
a
of
second-round
quarterbacks.
pick a couple years ago
Ugh.
to turn it into a number 12.
Yeah.
And he's won you games. I mean, it's great.
As long as you don't pick another small defensive lineman. I'm sick of these small. Oh, he's fast. Yeah, he's ineffective. Is
we
what he
need
is.
beef.
Yeah.
We're going to bring the beef with Cheeks.
Manny Ramirez. ESPN's handling of Manny Ramirez's retirement. It's a fraud. He didn't retire. He quit. He got caught again with steroids.
He got
And it's
caught
fine.
again.
I mean,
Cheek. Well, you know.
I mean, it's just, and then now Boston hammers him. They said he really never tried. He didn't want to play. I mean, Manny Ramirez. I'd never seen a guy who has 500 home runs. I think he has 2,000 some hits. Embarrassed. It's embarrassing.
It
how
is
it's ended.
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Because it shows you what that steroids and all that stuff did.
He's going to have to let it cool down before he gets in that
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
He's not going in.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not going
he's
in.
not
He's
going
another
in at
one.
all?
You know
Throw
what
it in.
though? Your lifetime,
500
he'll
home
be
runs.
probably the second best right-handed hitter you will ever have watched in your lifetime. If you remember him
Could
as
be.
without a doubt. I mean, every time he was up at the plate, even against the Phillies a couple years ago. I mean, every time he was up there,
all
you're like,
wash
God, this
now.
guy's
It's not
gonna get
nothing.
it.
I remember
He's
Cleveland.
nothing now.
Well, Boston. Remember him in
remember
Boston, man?
Cleveland.
Oh, Boston too, man.
Well, Cleveland,
Every
he had
time-
Tomey. He had Tomey at
behind
the
him.
4 spot.
Albert
He was
Bell.
great. And Albert Bell was hanging around at
Besides
at the 5.
A-Rod, I mean, when he came, the way he hit was just incredible. I mean, yeah, he was juicing, obviously, but like just watching him at a plate.
Well, the funny thing about
we're
it
not
too
gonna see
is
too many guys like
his
that.
career. Like if he would have been not as goofy, but as weird at the end of his career, if he would have, he could have been such a character, like such like a guy like Manny. You know, Manny being Manny, but he was like he could have been a fun-loving guy, but he turned into such a jerk at the end
Like
of
a
it.
Dizzy Dean.
Yeah.
Dizzy Dean was
Right.
loved because he was good.
But I said, you know what? I saw the thing when he got traded from Cleveland to Boston or the free agent thing. He had to have his guy come with him instead. His batting practice pitcher, he had to come. Shut up.
Burn bridges
You
everywhere.
know,
he goes.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and he became a jerk at the end of Boston. You became a jerk at Dodgers, and now you're an idiot in Tampa Bay for taking the same drugs again or whatever you're doing.
I can't wait till he's out of money. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'll laugh
bro.
like hell.
Guaranteed,
I'll laugh
guaranteed.
like hell when he's out
Well,
of money.
you know what's sick though? He burned his bridge in Cleveland, burned his bridge at Boston, and he still could have rode into the sunset with LA, and he screwed it all
They
up.
couldn't
Right, he
stand it.
basically
I mean,
burned him there.
like,
They hated
He
him
was
there.
so good that he
couldn't
could have got away
stand
with
him
it.
in
He
Yeah,
could've
when
got-
he got busted for the drugs or the masking agent, you know they just go.
Boa hates it.
God.
Boa hated him.
Oh man.
Oh, they said he was so lazy and
He
just,
did
you know, I
what
mean,
he wanted.
Yep.
so he's not getting in the Hall of Fame. I'll tell you that right now.
It's
First
unbelievable.
steroid player to get in the Hall of Fame, and it will be a while.
Mark
Rodriguez.
yeah.
A-Rod, and then that's going to be a long time. He's going to he's going to open the floodgates because he actually told you he did them. You know, he gave you a timeline when he did them and stuff like that. But he's the guy that's that great. He's the one that's going to open, and then maybe Barry Bonds will slide in there, and then Mark
If he's not in
McGuire.
jail.
He
But I
has
don't think
enough
someone-
time between
Right,
doing it and then at
retire,
the end of his career
and then
to
by the time we'll forget about it. We don't really care anymore. You know, we'll be like, who cares? It was just a bad error in baseball. But they did bring the game back. They were 50 home run hitters. You know, I mean, Batista did it last year, but it's not going to be.
Did you see the hat size from when Bonds first started playing to
Yeah.
when he ended his career? It was like trying to find a hat that fit your head.
Oh, man. Twice tonight he's called me
Oh,
out.
my
Twice,
God.
Patrick. You're going to put you in the
I'm
penalty
definitely not
box.
going to be here next week.
Yeah.
Silver bullet. He can pick on the silver bullet's head, but not Jimmy's. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Gotta start at the top, guys.
All right.
Come for you
Well,
guys
in my
next
beef,
week.
I'll start right off. I got a couple. Barry Bonds. Forget the trial. Save the stinking money.
Exactly.
Who cares? You're going to waste. It's already like $6 million in on a trial that nobody really cares about. All
The
these
boat's
guys.
And you're gonna be
sinking, and
guilty
he's
either
just-
Yeah,
way.
I mean, I guarantee that's not even costing like travel costs for this guy to fly in and this
Oh,
and all
God.
that. Sit there and interview. Who cares? They're going to do the same thing with Roger Clemens. My God, we know they lied. They lied. The baseball would put Bud Selig on the freaking stand and see if he knew. I want you to put him on and say, hey, did you know these guys were using steroids? I want to see you say that in front of a grand jury. And then you know what? He'll lie and say no, too.
Sure.
Because he's a jerk. Another guy, Gino Auriemma, complaining about the attendance at a ladies' basketball game. Dude, it's ladies' basketball. No one's coming. All right? It sucks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What they lack for
Plus
is
you
dunking.
choked. Plus you choked, you dummy. You choked. You lost. Texas A&M won the ladies' final.
They have great fundamentals, though.
Whatever. You had the Maya Moore. She's like 6'9" or no, that's the girl from
That's brutal. To
that's
watch.
the girl from Baylor. She was 6'10" and still couldn't win a game by
That's-
herself.
It's not a sport.
It's horrible.
Isn't
Don't-
there a rule chicks should do certain things and not certain things?
Whatever. I'm just saying, don't complain when you only get 5,000 people in your stadium. Who cares? You're not going. In this economy, we're not flying to Connecticut to see the Connecticut girls play basketball.
5,000 is way more than I would have expected.
Right. Well,
How
one
did
one
Cheryl
gym
Miller
was
do in the
8,000.
NBA? All right.
Cheryl Miller was the best player
How
ever.
did she do in the NBA?
She didn't play.
All right, there you are.
The one girl tried out.
Couldn't make it. I
One
like
girl
it.
with she was the
There was another girl after.
she no in the late 70s was drafted by the Indiana Pacers in like the 13th round. She's a coach now in the NBA. No, the NBA Development League.
Oh, and
yeah,
the
she
D
does.
League,
I
yeah.
can't remember her name. Man, she was good too.
You know what? I hate
But,
saying about
damn.
hockey, but hockey had a chick goaltender. Tampa Bay Lightning, and she
Is
played.
she still there?
She played a
Preseason game.
Yeah, she played a
She's
preseason
gone.
game.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was in the early '90s. I mean,
That was when they first they were like a expansion team.
yeah, exactly.
They did it to sell tickets.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, she suited up and played a preseason game, and I was just like, really? I was
Yeah.
like, damn it.
Yeah, but other than that, I had another one, but I think I'm going to let loose. next week.
Oh, man, you're
Well,
holding back.
Just so you guys know, we're going to do Sundays from now on. We're back on
Bated breath.
Sundays.
What time on Sundays?
What
you know, I
time
gotta
you
get
want?
my beauty sleep, all right?
Yeah.
You know, I
Well, you get your naps during the golf tournament. We'll see you next week for the more Bar Room Blitz.
Dot.
Come.